Hi folks, today's blog is brought to you by my beautiful pink hydrangeas. There's a poem or a short saying that I've never forgotten. If you only have 2 pence, spend one on bread and the other on hyacinth. Now these aren't hyacinths, these are hydrangeas, but the point is, I just went to the florist today and I spent $50 on this beautiful arrangement. And some of you are going, oh, wow, that's way too expensive. Why would you ever do that? Well, I do that because my friend's mother died this week, and I want to give her beauty, and beauty creates energy, and I value flowers, and I value friendship, and I value recognition of the changes and stages in life. So she is going to enjoy this bouquet for a very, very long time. We're talking about compensation and how to ask for farm perks. And really what we're talking about is we're talking about money. So I've given you some tips about how you can ask for better compensation and find out about farm perks. The first one is to get data. Do you actually know how your wage or salary is determined and based on what data? Do you know what your family or cost of living is? And FCC has a cost of living calculator, which I'll be happy to send you if you just go to my contact page at elainefraze.com or farmfamilycoach.com, and I'll send you a folder of tools of Dick Whitman's compensation worksheet, where he has a great tool, a great Excel spreadsheet to figure out what you might be getting for housing, rent, utilities, your pickup truck, free fuel, internet, cell phone, beef in the freezer, a place to park your horse, a garden, all kinds of what we call non-taxable benefits or perks that may even add up to an extra $14,000 or $20,000 a year on your farm. Now, how are you supposed to figure out what you spend as a family? I'll also give you in my toolkit, if you ask for it, the Iowa State Family Benchmarking PDF to look at what family living expenses you should track. And the easiest way to do that is by just looking at your bank statements and see how much money outflows every month for family living. Why is this important? Is because we can't change what we don't measure. So it's important for you to know what it is. And our number in our family is about $75,000 a year. Been tracking for years on QuickBooks. I don't do the data entry, someone else does, but it's simply done, and it gives us an idea what we need on our family living line. And you need to know what that line is, because I suspect you're overspending and you don't know it. And how are you going to create growth in your business if you have all of your salary and all of your income going just towards living and you don't know what you need for debt servicing? And you also need to have a conversation with your spouse about your attitudes towards debt. What's good debt? Did a coaching call today where I was just blown away by the fact that we cannot get it through this person's head that it's better to own land free and clear so that you can have that land free and clear to use as equity to leverage other growth. What is the financial literacy between you and your spouse? Do you know how to talk about money without raising your voices or getting excited? What does money mean to you? Another thing I want you to do is block time to meet to talk about this, particularly if you are farming with a sibling. And it really gets my Irish up, so to speak, when I see two farming brothers or a brother and a sister who are not being paid according to their skill set. So another blog I wrote recently was about job tasks and the job description tool that Dick Whitman has, which I'm also happy to pass on for you if you ask for it. But it's 7 pages of job descriptions with all the skill sets needed for different aspects of your farm. Why is this important? It's because people need to be compensated fairly for what they are bringing to the farm family situation. So you've got data, you know what you're spending on family living, you know what your compensation is. Is it fair? Does it feel fair? I had another situation where a husband, a farming son with 4 children, was being paid exactly the same as his farming brother. And he was more of a manager, the brother's more of a laborer. Is that fair? No. So you need to have some of these tough conversations. How you get to have better conversations around compensation is to actually block time to have those conversations. Look at your data and celebrate the provision that's already been given. And don't be entitled. Be thankful and approach the conversation with curiosity and not with judgment. All of these tips are here for you today to figure out how you might want to be able to afford or enjoy spending $50 on flowers or something that's not going to be around that long. It's a perishable expense, but it means something and it has value for those people who see value in it. So I hope you feel valued. I hope you're asking questions of curiosity around how you're compensated, whether it's by wage or salary. I also encourage you to go to AgVisor Pro and put it in their phone app and ask the general population, hey, just curious, what are you being paid on your farm for a farm laborer? What are you being paid for having some management decisions? What have you been paying? And just describe your situation and do some intel so that you feel that you're being treated fairly. I'm Elaine Fraze, Farm Family Coach, and we're here to help you find harmony through understanding. Enjoy the culture on your farm, but be sure that you're asking for what you need. See you next time.